and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to play Taylor Swift's brand new single, Look What You Made Me Do, off of her album Reputation, on the guitar. So stay tuned if this is something that you want to learn. So this song is pretty beginner friendly because there's only 4 chords you need to know for the whole song, and only one of them is a barred chord, which is F. But like I always show you, if you can't do barred chords yet because you're a beginner, then there is an alternate fingering you can do for F that doesn't require you to bar any chords, so stay tuned for that. And on top of that, your guitar is going to be in standard tuning, and you don't need a capo to play this song in the same key that Taylor Swift sang it in. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what the chords look like. I got harder in the nick of time. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump into what those chords look like. The first chord you're going to need to know is A minor, which looks like this and sounds like this. After that we have F, which is our bar chord. That looks like this and it sounds like this. After that we have E7, which looks like this and sounds like this. And then the last chord you need to know is G, which looks like this and sounds like this. Now for some alternate chords, if you're a beginner and bar chords are hard and you can't really play this F, you can do the alternate fingering of F, which looks like this and sounds like this. Just remember that when you're doing your strumming patterns, it's going to be a little hard to not strum this top or this bottom E string, but if you want to do this alternate fingering, that is something you're going to have to practice doing. And then also with our E7 chord, if you like more basic chords and you don't really want to do this one, you can actually replace it with your regular E chord, and it'll sound fine. You can do that for the whole song. So you can do regular E, which looks like this and sounds like this. So again, that regular E can replace all the E7s in this song if you would like it to. Alright, and that is all the chords you need to know for this whole song. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video now and give yourself a chance to memorize what those chord shapes are, and go ahead and practice transitioning between them, because that will really help speed up the process of learning the strumming patterns for this song. As far as the strumming patterns go, I came up with 4 patterns that you can use throughout various places in the song. So let's go ahead and jump into what those strumming patterns are. And through a feast, what? The world goes on another day. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start off with our first pattern, which is going to be your easiest pattern. All you're going to want to do is strum 1 downstroke for every chord change in the song. So let's go ahead and start at the beginning with the introduction. You want to put your A minor chord on because that's the first chord, and we're just going to strum it down once. Then you switch to F, and then E7, and then again A minor, and if you are brand new to guitar, then I would go ahead and suggest to go through the rest of the song and just do the 1 downstrum pattern. That way you know where to expect all those chord transitions throughout the whole song. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys an example of what this strumming pattern sounds like. I'm going to skip over to the pre-chorus because that's where most of the chord changes are, and that's also where I will be using this pattern in my cover at the end. So let's go ahead and put on that A minor chord. We're just going to strum it down once, then you switch to G, switch to F, and then switch to E7. So with words it sounds like this. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, And just an extra thing you guys can do if you want to, I find myself doing this a lot whenever I'm playing through the song myself, is sometimes after I do my one down strum, at the end of each phrase before I go into the next chord, I'll sometimes do an additional up, down, up strumming pattern that leads into the next chord. So let me go ahead and show you. I have A minor, and then at the end I do up, down, up, and then G. So you can hear that extra up, down, up strum. It kind of leads into the next chord really nicely. So let me go ahead and do the entire pre-chorus, show you what that sounds like. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. And that's just optional, so if you want to add something a little extra into it, that's a really easy way to dress up this one down strum pattern. It's just to add that extra up, down, up at the end of the phrase, leading into the next chord change. Alright, so from there, let's go ahead and jump into our second strumming pattern. This is our second strumming pattern. As you can see, it's just 2 down strums instead of 1, but I'm also going to add a little mute in between each downstroke. So what that's going to sound like is we're going to strum our chord down, then stop the strings from ringing, and how I'm doing that is I'm just going to take my playing hand and I'm just going to like kind of slap it against the strings over the sound hole. So we've got down, slap, down, slap. Okay? But of course we want to get this in the correct rhythm. So let me go ahead and show you the rhythm. We've got down, slap, down, slap, down, slap, down, slap. Alright, and you can kind of hear this rhythm in the actual song if you listen to it, so it should be pretty simple to pick up this rhythm if you're familiar with the song. But let's go ahead and put in our chords into this rhythm so we can hear it more clearly. I'm going to put on my A minor chord because I like to use this in the verses, and the verses I'll start with A minor. So what you're going to do is strum that down once, and then take your hand and mute the strings by slapping over your sound hole. Okay, one more time. And now you just want to do that twice, but in the rhythm that we practiced. So we have down, slap, down, slap, down, slap, down, slap. All right, one more time. We've got down, mute, down, mute, down, mute, down, mute. All right, so if you put in those chord transitions into the verses, it'll sound something like this. I don't like your little games, don't like your tilted stage, the role you made me play, fool. No, I don't like you, I don't like your perfect crime, how you laugh when you lie, you said the gun was mine, is it cool? No, I don't like you. Alright, simple, right? So that is strumming pattern 2. I like to use it for all the verses in the song, but if you are comfortable with this pattern only, then you can also use it for the entire song if you want to. Alright, so from there, let's jump into strumming pattern 3. I would say that this pattern is going to be your most used pattern in this song. Here it is. As you can see, it's just 8 down strums. So the pattern itself is pretty simple, but what we're going to do is we're going to accent certain beats of this strumming pattern. So if you go ahead and look at the 8 down strums, we're going to accent the 1st, the 4th, and the 7th down strum. So let me go ahead and just show you what that sounds like with my A minor chord on. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it, just 8 down strums. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now the next thing I'm going to do with this strumming pattern is I'm going to add a palm mute to it, which is just where you prevent the strings from ringing so much. And I'm doing that by kind of gently laying my side of my playing hand against the strings of the guitar between the bridge and the sound hole. And as I strum that A minor chord down, I'm kind of leaving my hand over the strings so it makes it sound muted and it rings less. And what you're doing with that is now it's going to sound a little more rhythmic, and it'll be easier to add in those accents that I talked about earlier. So go ahead and put your A minor chord on, and let's practice through this palm mute with the down strums. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now what you want to do is add in those accents. So when I'm accenting it, I'm kind of strumming it a little bit with more force on those beats only, which is the 1st, the 4th, and the 7th. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and so once you get the accents down and the down strums and everything down, all you want to do now is speed it up because this song does go pretty quickly, and the strumming pattern also reflects that because it goes by pretty fast. So again, go ahead and put your A minor chord on. We're going to practice this through with the 8 down strums and the accents and the palm mute. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to go ahead and speed it up a little. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then once you get it at that speed, go ahead and push yourself a little bit farther to get it at tempo. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me do. And that is strumming pattern 3. I like to use that strumming pattern for all of the choruses. Anytime she's doing the look what you made me do lines, I will be using strumming pattern 3 because I think it's the most accurate reflection of the original song. So once you have that strumming pattern down, I just have one last strumming pattern to show you, which is strumming pattern 4. So here it is. It's kind of a mixture between strumming pattern 2 and the end of strumming pattern 1. It's down, mute, down, up, down, up. Let me go ahead and show you the rhythm. We've got down, mute, down, up, down, up, down, mute, down, up, down, up. All right, one more time. And so what I do with this pattern is I'll play it twice for each chord, and I like to use it in the second verse where she's kind of talking or rapping in that second verse, as well as the second half of the bridge. So let's go ahead and add our chords into this rhythm. I'm going to put my F chord on because that's the first chord of where I use this in the song. So what you're going to do is play down, mute, down, up, down, up, down, mute, down, up, down, up. All right, one more time. Alright, and then once you get the rhythm, go ahead and put in those chord changes. So we have F twice, E7 twice, F, E7. Alright, and then just one last thing, I'm going to speed it up just a little bit and then show you guys what it sounds like with the words during that part. The world goes on another day, another drama, drama, but not for me, not for me, all I think about is karma, and then the world moves on, but one thing's for sure, baby, I've got mine, but you'll all get yours. Alright, and then like I said, the other place I like to use this is the second half of the bridge. So let's go ahead and practice through that part. Put your A minor chord on, and it's going to be the same pattern just with different chords. So we've got A minor, twice, F, E7. So you'll see here in the bridge, I'm going to only be playing it once through this pattern for F and E7. So again, let's go through that. We've got A minor, twice, F, E7, A minor, once you get those 4 strumming patterns down, you know everything you need to know for this song. So I will list in my cover here at the end which pattern I'm using for which part of the song, and I'll also include all of the lyrics and chord changes here on screen for you. I will take it a little bit below tempo, that way we can all keep up with it. And so yeah, when you think you're ready and you've got those chords memorized and you've got those strumming patterns down and you can transition pretty easily, let's go ahead and jump into the playthrough. So this is gonna be Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift. Good luck. The actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. What you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me. I don't like your kingdom keys, they once belonged to me. You asked me for a place to sleep, locked me out and threw a feast. What? The world goes on another day, another drama, but not for me, not for me. All I think about is karma, and then the world moves on. But one thing's for sure, maybe I got mine, but you'll all get yours. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Honey, I rose up from the dead, I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I don't trust nobody and nobody trusts me. I'll be the actress starring in your bad dreams. I'm sorry, but the old Taylor can't come to the phone right now. Why? Oh, 'cause she's dead. Look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me do. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching another one of my tutorials. I really hope that this was able to help you, even if it was just a little bit. If it was, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up down below so that I know you liked it, so that we can make more videos in the future, as well as subscribe to my channel. That way you know every time I post a new tutorial for you guys to learn. Also, feel free to follow me on any of my social media sites if you would like to. That's just a good way to keep in touch with me, and I do a lot of polls as to what songs you want to hear next and things like that. So feel free to follow if you want to, and with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Look what you made me do, look what you just made me do, look what you just made me, ooh, look what you made me do, look what you made me do, look what you just made me do.